Hey, 我是 Jerry. Welcome back to my channel. 欢迎回到我的频道。I know it's been a while since my last time update, and I've been here in MIT for 2 months already. It has been incredibly fun, but also incredibly exhausting. Today I'm gonna share with you the vlog when I traveled from Taiwan to the United States 2 months ago. And for sure, I will be sharing more content about my campus life here in MIT and in the US. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up. Remember to hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any spontaneous updates. By the way, all my videos come with both Mandarin and English subtitles, so be sure to turn it on whenever needed. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
再过20分钟就要飞旧金山了。
Before I go to the US, let's talk about what happened from 1.5 years back. On 28th of May 2020, I was so excited to go back to Taiwan from Singapore. After COVID outbreak in January, Singapore locked down in March, and had been working from home in Singapore for 3 months. My company finally allowed me to go back to Taiwan for a regular check on my loans. I was supposed to return to Singapore in July after the check. At the time, Singapore's daily confirmed cases was like a few thousand, while Taiwan was 0 confirmed case at the time. During the 14-day quarantine, I worked out in the quarantine hotel every day. On 6th of July afternoon, when I was booking the flight ticket back to Singapore, I was sent to the hospital emergency room because I got a spontaneous pneumothorax. I did the surgery the next day and was not allowed to take airplanes because of the atmosphere changing. Accordingly, after the surgery, I decided to slow down and enjoy the time when I was in Taipei. I decided to come out to my friends and my family and apply for Harvard and MIT. And luckily, because Taiwan had no COVID at the time, so I was able to participate in the LGBT parade. In November, I had my second time pneumothorax surgery on the other side of the lung, so I needed to extend my stay in Taiwan until next year February. Surprisingly, I got an offer from MIT in February. My doctor said I needed another 2 months to recover, so I continued to working from Taiwan for another 2 months. So I had the chance to go to Sunmoon Lake with my family for my very first time. I was able to move into my new apartment I bought and had the chance to go to the concert in Taipei with my friends for my favorite singer Jolin Tsai.
是顺丰吗？
对，要付320。
好，320。拿到我的签证了，还蛮快的。上周四去面试的，周一早上11点就送到了。
COVID-19 outbreak in Taiwan have sent its stock market tumbling.
When it comes to May, when I was about to go back to Singapore, I had to cancel my flight ticket to Singapore because there was an outbreak in Taiwan, and Singapore border didn't allow Taiwan travelers to enter. In the past 1 year, I've got used to going to the hospital for return visits. However, the COVID situation in Taiwan made me panic whenever I needed to go to the hospital for the vaccines required by the school. Like what I said in my very first video, starting from June, due to some tax and compliance issue, I couldn't continue to work from Taiwan. I got some time to start my YouTube channel, and by this chance, I want to thank all of my audience by far for your support and encouragement. I'm so happy to see a lot of feedback from my audience telling me that they are inspired, and I also want to convey my appreciation to those online and TV media to help share my come out reaction video. And thank you the teacher who asked me if he can play the video to his students. In July, on my last day with Apple, I waved goodbye to my dearest colleagues. When the COVID situation in Taiwan was about to slow down in early August, I was still able to meet some friends in Taiwan.
我红笔费神经。
塔算塔了吗？这是可以入境的东西吗？
可以好不好？不然你以为是什么？
Also, I learned from one of my best friends to cut my hair. The barbershop in the United States is very expensive. And I also spent some nights at my grandma's place.
有是讲偌水啦，无安尼离离了了啊。
人老啊，拢安尼啊。我也爱困哦。 好，慢完。
I started to be a little bit emotional since I was going to leave Taiwan and my family.
好吧，那你再来过。
姐姐爱困，早来困。
你大家嘛安尼哦。
This was the very first time I had the feeling that I would never easily go back to Taiwan, but I had no time for sorrow. I still needed to run a lot of errands like going to the bank to withdraw some cash in US dollars and buying some famous snacks from Taiwan to share with my foreigner friends.
出国前呢，一定要买一些伴手礼给外国的朋友。
确认一下，就是综合的那个，然后这个的话是6个层。
One day before my departure,
Hello， 谢谢你带我去做快筛。
thanks to my friend who took me to the clinic for the test.
通常这大概是会做到开到鼻咽，就是最里面。像以前小时候可能有戳过鼻涕，有可以是就是鼻涕，对，就淡的深度，然后这有点刺激你，对对。还好啊，
可以。
我想象中那恐怖。
对，现在有那个要出国的人有一个社团，然后大家就会把这节列为就是最推荐的。
真的啊？
对，一条线是阴性，2条线是阳性。
对对对。
阴性。
拜拜。谢谢。
赶快回来，不然这个家不能没有你啊。
Okay. Before my departure, every day I was so busy, so that I could only start to pack up my luggage the night before I left.
现在是8月17号早上大概6点10分，一夜没有睡。那时候长荣航空的空少朋友还有送我，就是他们空服员的口罩以及防护衣。对，等一下面罩。眼镜也要戴着。是2021年的最后一天了吧？
好啦，再见喽，2022见。
好棒啊！哎呦，好不舍啊！
加油！好，加油！
这个家靠你们了。
好。
现在是8点45分，飞机是9点50分的，现在正要去出境。感觉如果换上长荣空服员的隔离衣的话，好像有点羞耻，所以目前只用了他们的口罩。再过20分钟就要飞旧金山了。
Have you ever been in love so deep there's no way out? I wish I could explain your eyes and how the sound of your voice gives me butterflies. How you smile makes my heart skip a beat.
At the time, I felt so complicated. I thought I was not ready for the school life, and this will be my first time to stay outside of Taiwan for that long. Especially, I would want to stay in the United States after I graduate.
You are the light when there is no sun. You are the rainbow when the rain is done. You are the wind that whistles my name. You are the love when the world's the same. You are the star that twinkles in the night. You are the moon that shines so bright. You are the wind that whistles my name. You are the love when the world's the same.
现在是早上7点多，在旧金山的机场。
I was waiting for my friend to pick me up.
好累哦，在飞机上断断续续，大概加总睡了5-6个小时。But I met a very hot girl that sit beside me. She was very nice.
You like it?
If I'm not gay, I may consider her. Yeah.
I bought a phone plan before I arrived. They delivered the SIM card to my friend's address. There's no Citibank branches in Boston, so my friend took me to the Citibank in Santa Clara to open an account.
生平第一次坐 Tesla 对。
And we even went to the gay bar in Castro, San Francisco. I was so happy to meet my ex-colleagues in Cupertino, as well as my ex-colleague.
California!
Stand up, stand up, up. Good. Good job.
It was so good to have quick catch up with my old friends.
期待下次再见。Cheers.
And it was the time to go to Boston at midnight. When I arrived, it will be in the morning.
Harvey Milk 呢是美国史上第一位公开出柜的一个政治人物。他当时做的是一个监督员，在旧金山。那他在选上了之后的11个月吧，然后就被反同人士刺杀了。Harvey 跟他的前人那刺杀之后也有非常多同志人士的一些反抗。Harvey 那时候在参加一个游行，然后据说这个故事还被拍成一个纪录片。Harvey Milk 全部要去 Boston 的人，就只有我穿这样子，全副武装的。压力很大。波士顿呢，现在是早上8:40。到麻州了。听说从机场出发的捷运都不用钱。机场去捷运的巴士有分为蓝线跟银线，我搭的是银线，会直接接到红线上。刚刚从机场搭了免费的银线巴士来到了红线 South Station， 要准备转乘红线。刚刚问了后面这个老先生，然后他跟我讲说，你已经在月台上，所以你不必再买票，那等下上车也不会有收票。所以我就想说，原来是因为就是机场巴士转到这里来，就是已经不用再收钱了，是吗？
Space coverings are required on MBTA vehicles and in stations.
拖着2大1小的行李，经过3天2夜，终于从台北到波士顿抵达了 MIT 的校园。我刚刚从 Kendall MIT 这一站红线这一站出站，见到阳光，波士顿的阳光，还有一股浓浓的麦当劳的起司的味道。现在要先把行李寄放在住在这个豪华的宿舍里面的一个大陆的同学，我就先寄放在这里，然后礼拜一 check in 的时候再顺便来取。哎，住那么好，你是说这个1个月要多少钱
2000万。
哇，
你们那儿多少？
非常有钱，你猜猜看，可以拍到你吗？
好，拍呗。
我们的北京的朋友，来介绍一下你的宿舍。
OK， 这是我之前宿舍共享厕所的一个 sign，
所以这个 sign 挂上去就是阻止别人不能用，是吧？
对，然后他每天是中午的时候，人最忙的时候，最想上厕所的时候打扫，所以我们每个人都偷了几个。
哦，我懂，我以前在欧洲交换的时候，宿舍那个阿姨就是挑那种最繁忙的时候，
对，他才给你打扫。
对，我不懂哎。对，这看起来就是学霸的样子。你肯定是第1名毕业的。
之前的公司给我一个 key to city， 就是意思就是以后欢迎你随时回来。对，
那你读完就要回去了吗？
不会。
谢谢派帮我多了2个大行李。
没事。
环境都搞熟悉了。
你昨天跟我说 something happens， 找在哪儿？
就找了一下是吧
？Google Maps 上就说一年好几千人。
这什么？你再讲一次。
他们有钱。
你这个人，把你黑掉。我抛给 Slow 你看。
他就是有钱了，一年好几千人。
闪亮亮的 Student ID。在 MIT Medical 做核酸检测，这样子下周一才可以顺利的进入校园做 orientation。刚刚做完这个 test， 然后这个是下礼拜的份，要在家做，然后做完之后要在 MIT 的这个 drop off 的 station 把裁剪的剪辑放到指定位置，然后我们的 APP 就会同步就是更新我们裁剪的状况的结果。Hello，
又在拍 vlog
呀。
你好，我是
马来西亚
的这个瞬间，很高兴能够和大家认识。
他马上进入状况，你看看你。今天一天算是圆满结束了。到了之后呢，把2个行李寄在了同学那边，然后做了核酸检测，不然下周一的 orientation 不能进校园。然后也拿了 student ID， 先去我未来的宿舍的前台提前拿了，然后跟2个同学吃个饭。现在要前往哈佛的学长家。
This was my first time to buy something from Amazon. I made it delivered to my friend's house. And I ran into a welcoming party for Harvard incoming graduate students. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any updates. See you next time. Bye bye.